With over 240,000 known marine species in the world, we're lucky to have just a few that'll give you the absolute creeps. And to think we've only explored 5% of the ocean shows how little we know of the hideous critters that might be lurking down there. However, in today's video, we'll be telling you about some creepy underwater animals that sure as heck will send chills down your spine. And if you watch long enough, you'll find out why scientists thought it wise to name this fish a living fossil. So with that said, let's take a look at the top 9 freaky sea creatures that'll haunt your dreams and make you consider leaving the lights on tonight. Don't believe me? Let's get into it. Number 1. Colossal giant squids. Picture this. You're in the middle of the ocean when suddenly you see something in the water the size of a school bus wrapping its long, humongous tentacles around your boat and trying to drag the boat into the deep abyss of the ocean. Pretty frightening, right? That's exactly what it would look like if the giant squid, or its cousin, the colossal squid, were to ever attack. Luckily, they dwell deep in the ocean and are rarely spotted. These giant underwater creatures are armed with long tentacles lined with suckers with teeth that can capture prey from over 30 feet away. Their eyes? It's the size of a frisbee. These guys would easily pass as the kraken that hunted Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, maybe not, but they would absolutely scare anyone they run into. Maybe the pirates saw them and labeled them kraken to sweeten their drunken tales. Who knows? Number 2. Anglerfish. From one freakishly large fish to one that literally dissolves when it mates. Well, not in the same way you feel around your crush, but these guys cling on to a female and stay there until they're nothing more than a lump of testes, which the female fertilizes her eggs with. Talk about never letting go. Wait, there's more. Not only do they have a razor-sharp dental structure that looks like that of a ghastly flesh-eating creature from outer space, they sport a glowing lure that resembles a light bulb on a fishing pole to attract prey. Couple that with the fact that they look like a weathered, roundish ball with a crescent-shaped mouth wide enough to devour prey whole, and you have yourself all the ingredients to start a full-fledged nightmare. Oh, and that rod-like pole jutting out of their head? That's actually a piece of dorsal spine protruding above their mouth. Only females have this, and they can wiggle it and bait prey to come close enough to be snatched from existence. If this fish doesn't creep you out, then it's you we should be scared of. Number 3. Barreleye Fish. Okay, we get it, the anglerfish isn't so scary. What about the barreleye fish? These guys have transparent heads with big bulging eyes, like an undead creature that somehow got something to cover its head, even though it's a see-through nylon. At first glance, you'd assume its eyes are those black dots above its mouth, but they're actually not. Their eyes are those big green balls underneath the transparent, fluid-filled shield on its head. But there's more. Did you know the barreleye fish can rotate its eyes to see what's behind? That's how they got their names in the first place. Now that's creepy. Number 4. Fangtooth Fish. With a name like Fangtooth, it's no surprise these guys have teeth so big they can't close their mouths. Even vampires had to grow retractable fangs to keep them in their mouths, let alone a fish that has an entire jaw filled with them. As a result, the fangtooth, proportionate to its size, has the largest teeth of any fish in the deep blue. In addition to their horrifying teeth, they have a corpse-like appearance. They literally look like a vampire that was mummified or a fish left to dry out in the sun. These predatory fish have large jaws and eat anything they can murk, making them one creature you wouldn't want to haunt your dreams. Number 5. Gulper Eel. What do you get when you cross an eel with a pelican? You get a gulper eel. Although what I just said isn't true, it kinda looks like Mother Nature took a bit of a pelican, particularly its bill, and more of an eel's body, and came up with something straight out of a horror story. Gulper eels, as the name portrays, are eels that look a lot like a snake with the mouth of a pelican. Their mouths are loosely hinged and can be opened wide enough to swallow prey much bigger than themselves. They also have stretchy stomachs to match their large appetite. Their hunting tactic is very simple. Find or lure prey and gulp them along with a lot of water, so when prey sees nothing more than a little whip-like creature, the gulper eel opens its stretchy mouth and gulps them up. Well played. Number 6. DeepSea Dragonfish. Just when we thought the gulper eel couldn't be any weirder, up steps the dragonfish. While the gulper eel looks like a whip with a large mouth, the dragonfish bears no resemblance at all to a dragon, more like a genetically modified fish eel equipped with daggers for teeth, sort of like it came right out of the movie Aliens. These scary-looking fish are skilled hunters with a set of skills that would give Liam Neeson a run for his money, if they were bigger and didn't live in the absolute depths of the sea. Dragonfish are the stealthiest predators in the deep. They've mastered ways to avoid detection from both predator and prey. To lure prey, they produce light close to their mouth while their entire body remains unseen. And when the target gets close enough, they open their large mouths and swallow it with minimum fuss. Number 7. Goblin Shark. Next up, we've got a fish that got its name by looking very ghastly, but its terrible looks come with an advantage. The goblin shark uses its long, ugly snout to sniff out prey, then uses its needle-like teeth to reel it in. One freaky fact about this monstrous-looking fish is its expandable jaws that can stretch forward to catch prey. They have the fastest-moving jaws in the ocean. They move it so quickly, it can only be seen in slow motion. To add to that, they also have semi-transparent skin, which reveals their insides. Ooh. If that's not enough to freak you out, we're happy to inform you this fish can grow big enough to actually hunt you. Imagine being mauled by this ugly creature. That isn't pretty on any level. Number 8. Magnapinna Squid. Because of the nature of the habitats of all the fish species in this video, not an awful lot is known about them. And one of the least known of fishes is the Magnapinna, or big fin squid. These guys are essentially the boogeyman of the deep blue, only ever being spotted on rare occasions. All that's known about them was obtained from dead juvenile specimens and paralarvae. But what we do know is they have a whole mess of long arms and tentacles protruding at 90 degrees from their bodies. Although they have love-shaped fins, you definitely wouldn't love to see one in your dreams tonight. Number 9. Frilled Shark. With 300 rows of needle-like teeth, the frilled shark makes the piranha look like an amateur. This freaky fish earned its moniker because of its primitive-looking features. Its nickname is the living fossil. Found in depths between 120 and 1,500 meters below sea level, this terrifying-looking fish would easily star in any Jurassic-themed movie and are surprisingly very rarely seen alive. This is one of the few times one was ever caught on camera. Unlike conventional sharks, frilled sharks have a set of 3 pointy teeth on each row in their jaws and can grow as long as 6 feet, which adds to their already bone-chilling appearance. With so many hideous creatures lurking in the depths of the ocean, I guess we're lucky Mother Nature has decided to keep them away from crawling on beaches and living in lakes. Else many of us wouldn't go back down to the beach after encountering any of these scary critters. I know I wouldn't. Would you? We'll catch you later.